Hello Year 11, Mr. Large here, Head of Science at Taverham High School, giving this presentation about A-level chemistry. We'll just start off by considering why A-level chemistry is a useful subject for you to study and who it suits best. There are certain careers in which its study is essential. These include medicine and veterinary sciences. We'll consider other careers when we see the next slide as well. A fantastic reason for studying the course is that you felt as though there was more to learn from GCSE, because there certainly is. And as we can see from some of these ideas on here, that it makes a great companion if you're studying biology or physics at A level as well. And ideally, you're the sort of person who wishes to be able to answer certain questions about the world around them and perhaps find solutions for some of the problems that we face in the world at the moment. As can be seen from these further examples of careers open to chemists, they are able to help human progress in technology, healthy living and sustainability for future generations. Chemists also have much sought after transferable skills in, for example, analysis and communication. This opens up careers in, for example, finance, marketing and law, to name just a few more. There's a link at the end of the video to further career suggestions from the Royal Society of Chemistry. National data about attainment in chemistry and the other sciences show them to be academically rigorous courses. Therefore, we'd recommend that you consider the study of A-level chemistry if you've studied the higher paper at GCSE, either in the combined science or separate sciences, though the separate sciences are a better preparation. The best indicator of success at A-level would be if you were to achieve a grade 6 or above at GCSE. Previously, we found students who have not achieved this, or certainly a high level 5, have struggled to meet the minimum standards at A-level. There is a fair amount of maths content in the chemistry course. However, a lot of it is quite simple mathematical calculations. The content which would be necessary from the A-level maths course is taught by us anyway, and so you do not have to study A-level maths to be able to study A-level chemistry. As can be seen, we teach the OCR Chemistry A course at Taverham High School. We find this course is ideal for our students and the staff. The OCR exam board give great support for the teachers and students. There are excellent resources that we have built up over the many years that we have taught this specification that we'll talk about more later in the video. Here you can see the course content for the A-level chemistry from OCR. Development of practical skills, I'll say something about in a few more minutes on the video. The Foundation in Chemistry Module 2 unit. This goes back over some of the material from GCSE chemistry and of course develops it further. It should be noted that students in Year 12 often find the areas that they found more difficult at GCSE to be a bit more straightforward at A-level, because they're repeating the content and there is a bit more time for them to better understand it. Module 3 and 4 are usually taught in Year 12 and Module 5 and 6 in Year 13. The split with 3 and 5 down the left hand side and 4 and 6 down the right hand side shows the split that we usually have between the two teachers who teach A-level. We like two teachers to teach the groups because they usually will have a specialism in those areas and so better to teach the students. By looking at the content for Module 3 and 5 or for 4 and 6, it can be seen that this course also uses the learning from Year 12 to develop it further in Year 13. The A-level grade is awarded based on performance in 3 terminal exams at the end of Year 13. There is no coursework element in the overall exam grade. As can be seen, there are 3 papers, paper 1, 2 and 3. Paper 1 calls on ideas that are covered in modules 1, 2, 3 and 5, whereas paper 2 picks up on ideas from modules 1, 2, 4 and 6. The unified paper at the end can choose topics from all of the 6 modules. Paper 1 and 2 start with 15 multiple choice marks each, followed by a further 85 marks from extended answers. The unified chemistry paper, paper 3, that has no multiple choice, has some short answer questions and then longer response ones too. Exemplar assessment materials and past papers can be found at the exam board's website as shown on the screen, and I'd recommend anyone considering studying the course have a look at these, though of course they might look a bit daunting before you've actually studied the content. Practical work is a very important aspect of the A-level in chemistry, as it is in all science A-levels. Students can achieve a separate practical endorsement accreditation when they've completed at least 12 write-ups of practical activities. These can be seen on the right-hand side of this screen. There are a minimum of 12 needed, as can be seen, and the first and second year practicals as shown. The higher level ones are the 10, 11 and 12. These are also done in year 2 as well. Though the accreditation for the practical endorsement is separate from the A-level grade received, the content of the practicals and experiments can be assessed in each of the 3 terminal exam papers. The teaching of the subject is carried out by a team of experienced, fully qualified teachers in purpose-built laboratories. As can be seen, 100% of the lessons, even at the moment with COVID restrictions, are occurring in the laboratory, so essential practical work can be carried out. The chemistry team have been developing a new scheme of learning over the last couple of years. This is to draw on the extensive range of resources available and also to reflect the latest research into education. One of the key resources for A-level teaching and learning is the textbook. The chemistry team have made a decision over the years that the best book for this is the Hodder-Stoughton one, as shown here. There's several factors involved in why we particularly recommend and use this book on our course. The first of these is that the standard pages, as can be shown here, outline the key terms and give tips, a few background notes, and then a lot of examples of how to answer questions based on the content. Furthermore, at the end of each chapter, there are pages of exam-style questions which mirror the format used in the exams, from multiple choice to extended answer questions. We particularly like the challenge aspect of some of these, as they mirror the high end of attainment at the A-level. Students can go online and find answers to all of the questions in the textbook, be they the test yourself or the exam style questions and sometimes activity questions. This is by going to the Hodder-Stoughton website. We promote them doing this because it further encourages them to be independent learners. Another resource from Hodder is the Chemistry Review magazine, which we subscribe to at the school as well as the other A-level sciences. We find this particularly useful for students who want to read further into the subject and its applications into modern society. And this also, we find, helps students with their applications for university. A recent addition to the resources used for teaching chemistry and other A-levels at Taberham High School is the Caboodle suite of online applications. This is both for staff and students to use. Some of the available features are shown on this slide, and in this first pane that we can see there are stretch and challenge activities for the students. In the second one, we can see that there are animations. This is for the teacher to use in class and students to use at home to support their learning. There is a very comprehensive digital textbook available as well to read around, as well as the normal textbook that is used. And finally, we can see some examples here for further support materials, for example, podcasts for students to use when revising. I hope that this video has provided you with the information that you need about the chemistry course and helps you consider whether it is right for you. As mentioned earlier, further information about careers involving chemistry can be found at the Royal Society website. Further information about the exact course content and the assessment materials can be found at the OCR website. And should there be any further questions that you have, please feel free to email me at the email shown on the screen. Thank you.